guys. So my name is Nifemi Ngozi. I am a sales officer. I'm a versatile woman. I work in HR as well. I do a lot of stuff. That's me.
Hi guys, my name is Hadiza or Hadiza Esther, anyone. I am a child of God. I work in the vineyard. Okay, so I'm an executive assistant. I work production, everything good and nice.
Hi guys. My name is Koinsola and I am a data analyst by profession. Yeah, and I'm a worker in the vineyard of God, most importantly.
S.O.D.
Okay. So I think S.O.D, I've been in S.O.D for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I should have been S.O.D longer, but
A story for another day.
A story for another day, right? But I think for the 2 years I've been in S.O.D, I think S.O.D is a really life-changing experience. I think it's like as it implies, like school of destiny. Like your destiny will be brought before you. Well, yeah, it's a really intense time. I think it's about 5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really intense. Morning and evening with like the in-between prayers. I'm in prayer team, so I attend all sessions. Yes, and like I think generally it's just intense. Like it's a lovely time. You get to spend time with God. You are with your brethren for those 5 days. Like you're seeing them. I think it's just a lovely time. Like overall, for me, I think S.O.D is very valuable and like kind of ushers you into the new year in a way that you couldn't have done on your own.
Yeah. Okay, for me, S.O.D is that time of resetting. Like, it's like you reset for the next year and everything, and then you just get amazing words. I remember last S.O.D, the first day of S.O.D like this, I was cleaning in church, and then that was how Papi now told Pastor Paul to call me. And I went outside. The child gave me one word like this that just posed my stomach. Then I came to meet you. Like, all of a sudden, I just went to the toilet to just go and hold down the word. And I saw the family in the toilet. That's why I started crying. So I said, hey, God, no, Papi has given me a word. It's not a bad, like, I'm about my destiny, basically. But you know how intense it is. Like, I just had to start resetting my mind at that moment. And then S.O.D is just so amazing. For me, like, it's a time to serve because I'm in sanitation department. So, and then you have to like ensure everywhere is clean and everything. And then even at the course of doing that, you cannot now say, okay, I'm just going to focus on cleaning the toilet. Like, you have to be in the program too. So it was really, really awesome. Because in my own head, I was like, I'm going to anytime I'm on duty. Because like usually when you're on duty, you're supposed to like not be inside. Or look for a way to enter inside and everything. But God will tell me, go back there. And luckily for me, or not luckily for me, but like amazingly, it was those times when I was in the toilet, because there's usually speakers like outside. Those times when I was in the toilet doing my toilet check, that's when God really spoke to me. Like, and then I usually journal everything, and like throughout the year, like I saw, like since that last year, like I saw the words play out, and it's still playing out. So S.O.D is a refreshing moment for me. So yeah, your turn.
It's on me now. All right, so S.O.D for me is always like a retreat, right? Because as I've already mentioned, it's always very intense. And last year was like a very defining S.O.D personally for me. Like this year was literally mapped out all because of S.O.D. Like I knew what I was going to do, like word for word, because of S.O.D. I'm very sorry, but because of that particular S.O.D, right? I got like a lot of direction. And one particular message that messed me up was the last message Pastor Anu preached.
So in the day of his power, you can actually also eat of the good of the land. Everything will be supplied unto you.
Oh my God. I entered January knowing that the enemy is done for. And like it messed, like in a good way, it messed me up. It's changed my mindset basically. Like, and then last year I really enjoyed last year, one, because like I was more involved in church activities in the sense that I was serving in student wellness. So I wasn't, like I don't think I sat down inside for like one session at all. But like during the prayers, I would come for the prayers and then for the worship.
Oh, my eyes have seen. Oh, my eyes have seen. My eyes have seen.
was always very, very refreshing having to like sing with my friends and all of that and like worship God. I was very energized. At the same time, I was working a lot, but I really liked it. Like I felt like I was involved in what God had to do with a lot of people, like especially the fact that it had to do with students, right? I was very happy that I was helping them, doing this, doing that, like ensuring that they were cared for and stuff. And then like it was like as Esther said, that was also my testimony that it was during those service, like being outside, that I felt like God spoke to me the most, like vivid words. S.O.D last year was mind blowing, and then like there's no way in this world that won't be around for this particular year's. So I've been looking forward to it since last year's one ended, even before it ended. So like, yeah, I'm very excited that...
You know, when we were talking about the message that blew your mind and everything, for me, it was when Prophet Ayo Jeje was talking about memorials.
The very purpose of your references is actually your faith for what cannot be accessed with your mind.
And I'm like, like that, it made me become more deliberate about like documenting every word. Like even if it's just a whisper, like just document it. Like later on, you just notice that that's what they're preaching about, or that's just the word in the atmosphere, and everybody's just saying it and everything. So it just, that word was really...
I think what even happened to me that January was like the devil literally came for that word that I received, like during this period. Remember I said it was like a retreat. So and the way I could actually come out victorious was me recounting all the things God had done. So like I went back to my journal, I picked it up, and then I started reading it. And then tears were flowing through my head that, oh, if God could have said all these things, who am I to feel the way? Like, who am I to feel contrary to how I am, right? So like, yeah. And I think another thing is like, during S.O.D, I feel like God really answers prayers. And over like a few weeks back, I was listening to a message on from Pizak, and he was saying that the woman with the issue of blood that touched the hem of Jesus' garment, she came prepared, she came with expectations. Every other person was touching Jesus, but like the expectations that she came with, they were met. So I feel like for S.O.D, like also you could come there and like cheat yourself and go back with nothing, because that literally almost happened to me, because I couldn't believe it. Like I will get early, enter inside church, you know, have my seat. And then one usher will just come and say, Ifemi, you're a worker. Sacrifice your seat. I'm just like,
So I should not be inside.
I should not hear God or what, because I'm a worker. I think for you guys, it's even a bit different, because you were actually serving outside. Like you were doing something outside.
Yeah, I understand you.
There was no reason. You were supposed to be inside. Do you understand? I was supposed to be inside. And then they'll just come and be like, so initially I was like, see, maybe next year. I was even getting mad at the students, because like, my students, like that's your business. What should I thinking? So, but like at some point I had to call myself. Like I called myself to a meeting and I said, "Femi, you know what? Say you live here angry, or you make the most of the opportunities you have." And I remember one expectation I went with. I was like, God, I know that Pastor Ayo is going to, Prophet Ayo is going to come, and I want him to have something for me. And I was very specific. I was like, and I want him to pray for my mom. And in that session, that was the first thing, like before I even went into his preaching, that was the first thing like he. So I feel like if you come with expectations and if your mind, your heart is like, okay, I want this and this and this, like God meets your expectations at S.O.D. Like there's literally a word for everybody. Like God meets everybody. And he even exceeds it. Do you understand? And he completely exceeds it. Like I really thank God for that, like 1 hour. Yeah. You know, but this is the thing is, in the previous year S.O.D, I was going for that 1 hour out of my free will. When now you let me the will. And you know, like it's like that 3, because it was 3 p.m. I cannot forget. Yeah. And that the first S.O.D that we were not workers then, like we used to go be like, we used to be so happy. We'll go, we'll do, we'll pray. But like at this point, it was like, first of all, you have to be there like 10 minutes before the 3 o'clock. Then when you're like 3, you have to be, you know, you're coming to serve. You're not coming there to do your own personal time of reflection. I mean, that leading prayers or like, so it was a bit, you know, intense for me, but I just adjusted. Like, this is even my, I want to sit there and said, okay, I'll give you 1 hour to sit there and use it. Do you understand? So it was like, I think when you're coming for SOD, you should come with expectations that no matter what you're going to, like, you should set your heart, because sometimes these things depend on you. No matter what, your heart should be set that I'm going to receive from God. And I think that's what helped three of us, because I feel like it was a new dimension of SOD for us. Because the previous SOD, we were like, we're the ones front line. We had our sitting position, like front line, you know, worship, we're in front. In fact, everything. But this year's SOD, I think we had to, you know, we had to serve, we had to culture our hearts to receive regardless. And we couldn't even stay together. We didn't stay together. We didn't even stay together. We were just the friendship took a new we were just everywhere. We just be seeing each other, just around. Do you understand? So I think just come with expectations that no matter what, I'm just.
I want to even touch on something he said about that 1 hour prayer. The reason again, that 1 hour prayer, it will feel like, while we pray in 1 hour, like twice, and pray it in the morning, pray it again, and they'll still tell you that you pray like that. I even mean like, but like it's actually gets your mind in a place. Like the fact that you were in sanitation, I was outside. Like I didn't feel distracted at the point, because like that prayer just as a way of resetting you. Like you just know that, okay, I'm now here again. I'm here again. God, what do you have to say again? Because it's another time again. It's not as if it's only that word I gave you in the morning that he wants to talk. Like God literally has a lot of things he wants to talk to you about. So like all those 1 hour prayer. Initially when people say that, okay, so pray, if of course, if you know others already now, even if it says that, okay, we'll start prayer by 9:30, for instance, you already know that you're praying 30 minutes even before that 9:30 starts. So like it's always looking like it's a stretch, like a stretching, but you won't know your limits until they actually stretch you again. So like I was very happy that those times I was able to not listen to my flesh, because I want to sleep. But like you just realize again that, man, I gotta be here. And then you come back again, and then you see that for the 5 days, like God God will carry you, literally.
Actually, like when you just realize that we're already at the last day. We're like, how did we get here? We just started 2 minutes ago.
Do you understand?
And then like another, like, remember what funny how like we're all saying the same thing about, like, even when you're serving, like, don't be distracted in your service, because that was a huge struggle for me. My own is that I want to be seeing Papi like this. Let's believe. I used to feel like when I see him, that's when I'm hearing him. But God told me that your ear is your eye, is your ear.
It makes me look forward to this year's SOD, like times.
It always gets better. You know, and like funny how, like, when I was even going through my notes, like even from last 2 years, like everything, like SOD, it just aligns. Like last 2 years when I was remembering when Mama D was saying, there is going to be a scattering.
You are the light, because that's the essence of being scattered. You are now the light.
This year was scattered. And it's just be like every word you see it play out, like every word. Even some people that they did not believe that they'll send them away.
This year sending
they
church.
scattered.
I'm telling you.
I think the opening for me last year when Pastor Laolu came to, and he was already welcoming us to SOD 2024.
Okay,
I will be there.
And then I was pretty sure, you know, I'm sure some people who thought they will be here.
Right. But you will be
So
here.
maybe next year, maybe they might not be here.
Okay. Is your ascending church?
It's a sending church.
It's a sending church.
Open your heart, Nifemi.
This is the word from God.
Hear the word of the Lord.
Pastor Nife. So,
yeah.
So I think one thing we're forgetting was the worship concerts that we used to
I remember.
That's when they wore one. I know that shit.
Worship King worship.
A night with the king.
King worship.
We were one-on-one with the king.
It
was too nice.
Remember more about that concert.
Yes,
now. Oh my God, it was so nice.
Yes. When MT went sang Chibundo.
Oh my God.
Every time she sings Chibundo.
Every time.
What do you think one thing is about?
One thing I desire.
One thing.
I think
as I'm saying, like, is
the
getting
word is
deeper. Like they are bringing it.
Okay, bring it. Bring the prophesy. All right, bring it.
Not I think that one is that, this life is Jesus we're following. Because they can really, like, this, if you are not emotionally stable in this church.
Is it emotional? Your emotions can't even catch up. You have to be spiritually stable.
Yeah, you have to be spiritually
Your
stable.
emotions
So
can't do it.
It's like one thing, like we're here for one thing. That's like,
this
to follow
is
Jesus.
business.
I think it's going to stem from, not that I think, sure, but like, that preaching that Papi is thought about this life, and then he was explaining that this life is vapor. I think it will hammer on it again, that if you like keep living life as like, make your plans, but like just allow for all interruption, because that one thing, you set your gaze on that one thing. So like,
No. The prophecy that Mama D gave about scattering, it hasn't ended.
No, it hasn't.
You did. If you
No,
like,
we're not pointing it anywhere. We're just saying that, like, for the
reach
Christian,
everybody.
Of course.
So I feel like I feel like that one
Actually,
is
so
tending towards like following the
focus.
gospel, regardless of like being a missionary, regardless of whatever it is.
I've actually
your
never
degrees,
thought about
your-
it though. Like I'm just thinking about it. On this spot. One sentence.
One thing.
You need a book. Guys, you just need to be there.
You don't want to be told.
You know,
Literally.
that's the famous
You don't wanna be
announcement.
told.
You don't want to be
So, like the way we're telling you now, you
Literally,
can see how happy we are about this.
It's a resetting moment. Like if you feel it's not
A
the past one
defining
sentence.
moment, in fact.
It's a defining.
You say one sentence.
What?
I didn't AC already.
That's what I'm saying. Like one sentence can do it. Please come.
I got you.
Please come.
Yes, felt.
Wow.
Joa.
No, but for real, I think you have like your life will change.
Yeah.
I can't say what they say. Your life will change, and like when they say school of destiny, that destiny I say every year you are going. What's my purpose? What's my Lord? My purpose?
You will know it.
You don't worry. You will know. Just
You
come.
know it.
You come.
And from there you'll be picking
your
it up.
sentence.
Oh, sorry guys. Please come. That's my own sentence. I've been now reset.
Taking a cue from what my fellow colleagues, my learned colleagues said, like, if you've actually been battling with knowing your purpose, your life will be defined from S.O.D. If you don't yet know how your life is going, literally just come as you are. As they say, come as you are, and then like
You will not live
a
the
promise
same.
is you won't live the same way. That one is a bet.
Definitely.
You won't live the same
Can bet
way.
on it. Take
Yeah.
it to the bank.
Yeah.
Even if it's only the worship concert that you enter like this, you won't live the same
You
way.
won't live the same.
Everything is
You're still
powerful.
my sentence.
Even if it is
Well, one.
You're
Britain, you won't live the same.
You won't live the
You
same
are
way.
stealing my sentence.
Announcement.
Guys.
Yes.
It was last. I'm sorry. It was last year that we sang. Today is the best day of my life.
Day of my life, I can see my brothers and my sisters.
Today.
Today is the best day of my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll be happy to see your brothers and your sisters.
Yeah.
Even
It's
though
very clear.
it's fine. You'll be happy. Like you will make new brothers and sisters. Your life will not remain the same. That's it. It's fact, like tested and trusted. Can you hear?
Saying, well, but I like your glasses. Don Zaki.
You girls just made me remember secondary school where you are making noise and the teacher you hear the voice inside the class and everything. Are you trying to arrange yourself when the teacher you hear the voice?
Actually, you did that. That was a catch.
Sit down the way you're sitting down.
How you guys doing?
Fine.
Why is Nifemi changing her sitting position?
It's the glory that you came with. The glory.
She has to
You
rearrange.
like Shakara too much.
Papi.
Okay, nice.
How are you doing, sir?
How you guys?
Very fine.
We're glad to
I'm
have you.
fine now. I'm enjoying my life.
Aye, June Jedri.
Exactly. The three of you remind me of Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah. Powerpuff Girls.
Going
that
off
cartoon.
TV.
Going was so
You know
big man as
Powerpuff.
a child.
It's not about Max right now.
So
Did you guys watch that cartoon, Powerpuff Girls?
Yes, we
Yes,
watched. Me
I
and Esther, we watched.
I didn't.
But Cory don't
Cory
know.
was solving math.
I wasn't. Okay, I was.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So how have
Papi,
you
we
guys
have
been?
a lot of things to ask you today about S.O.D.
Go ahead.
All right, Femi.
Okay, so for me, I have one question that has been lingering since I was a child. Wait,
It's not my own question.
since I was a child. When I first ate,
Nifemi, have you been looking for the best place to use that word lingering?
Yeah. She doesn't use this in our own conversation.
I don't think I've ever used this before. And now that I'm thinking about it.
Don't let it linger longer.
Okay. So when I first came to GCC and they were talking about School of Destiny, I was just wondering that why did they choose this name? Like, why does it sound like this? Like, why is this school? I think when I even first joined GCC, and then it's more than I've heard Destiny. Like, is this to be so?
Yeah.
Your destiny. So I used to wonder, like, School of Destiny. Why that name? Why School of Destiny?
Okay, that's a very fantastic question. Two things, two answers. The first answer is that one of the challenges that a young man or the young woman would have is that the challenge of having a frivolous mind, a mind that is frivolous, a mind that is unserious. And usually people get serious when they are out of time. Most people get serious when they have wasted their time. So when you hear the word destiny, it's like it jacks you up to reality. There's actually something called destiny. Now, the young man or the young woman doesn't really think in terms of those type of realities. He's thinking fun, he's thinking all of those kind of stuff. So destiny, it's like a call to a reality, because really we all have a destiny. God has pre-programmed us for something particular. Then the reason why it is a school of destiny is also to pass the idea that destiny will not happen by fluke. It has to be something that will take learning. It has to be a school. It's regimented, dedicated practice and focus, that will cause us to be who God wants us to be. So that's like a background idea behind that name or that theme, School of Destiny. Yeah, so that's it.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Go agree.
So to follow up, like from your answer, you can do it. I can do this. Okay, so there's like this assumption that like you can know your destiny once, and then like the other ones are just not like the other ones, like you're just walking towards that thing that you feel is your destiny. But like the fact that we do S.O.D every year, when exactly would we know this destiny? Or is it like a one-time thing, or
When we graduate.
is there a graduation also? Right? Because we're doing it every year. We're doing it since like 2015 or so, or 2016 thereabouts.
Yeah, because you see, life itself, just every time you're alive, you're learning. Every time you're alive, whether learning something good or learning something bad, there is the tree of the knowledge of good and evil is a school itself. When that we keep learning, that humans keep learning itself. So when we say School of Destiny, is just to give us the right posture. It's about the posture. It's about the right bringing our hearts to the right atmosphere. That can give us an accurate posture for us to go for what God has ordained for us. So that's the idea of the school. It's not like a 4-year school or a 5-year school. It's like a consciousness. It's more of a consciousness that is being worked inside us. So that's the idea.
Okay. So, Fabi, my own question, like, how is School of Destiny like for you? Because we were talking about like before you came on, we were talking about how that like we had to serve during School of Destiny. Like Coin was in student wellness, I was in sanitation. So like, how is it like for you?
Nifemi was in prayer.
Okay, Nifemi was in prayers. So how is it like for you? Like, are you coming in as
A man of God.
as I don't know, like, are you coming as a student or are you coming as a teacher? I don't even know how to put it, but like, I hope you understand my question. Like, how is it like for you?
I haven't really thought of. I think I always come as two things. I come primarily as one who is expectant, and my expectation is many times hinged upon some of the experiences that I am having with the Lord, and the Lord, like gives me an hint, like this is just a foretaste of what is going to happen at the School of Destiny. So I come with serious levels of expectation, for what the Lord has for us. So usually, I just the other side of it, is that I've been ministering, I've been preaching, but even that side of it, I just try to position myself accurately, be in an accurate mental and spiritual state, so that whatever God wants to pass across can flow through me. But primarily speaking, I tell you the truth, I come more expectant. That's why sometimes we have known the theme, like some of us, we've known the theme sometimes 10 months to S.O.D, sometimes 8 months to S.O.D. So you can imagine that level of anticipation, that I am coming with, and not just anticipation for the conference. It's anticipation for the dimension of God's Spirit that I perceive the Lord wants to release over us. So that's how I come. I come with a high level of expectation.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So while we were talking, okay, sir. Also, so while we were talking, like you said, some of the is it topic or the theme? Some of the theme of the some of the conference comes like months before. So has it ever happened that at the course of time it changes, or it's just that one thing that God has been saying since?
One thing.
One thing.
The next question will be why one thing?
Small.
I can't really remember, but maybe if it has happened maybe once, yeah. But most of the times is usually that same impression the Lord gives us that we stay with, and a lot of times most of the teachings, lot of times even gears us towards the School of Destiny itself. It's like an ongoing conversation for us as a ministry that then climax into a major, downpour of an amazing experience from the Lord. Yeah. So you're asking a follow-up question on where you. Why one thing? I think in just tracking and following up with the Spirit of the Lord in our midst, we just can clearly say that the Lord is trying to win us, WIN and WEAN. So it's like winning us to Himself, and WEAN, winning us, from everything that has, taken our hearts and our focus, so that the very essence of life, which is eternal life Himself, which is Jesus Himself, the very essence of life practically becomes our own essence of life. So it's like from deliverance, salvation. It's like deliverance happening and salvation happening at the same time. So when we say one thing, it's like it's a spiritual technology that installs singleness of heart, inside our souls. So that even if you are doing 10 things, your soul is doing one thing, even if it's 10 things you're doing. So one thing doesn't mean you're not going to do other things. It just means that other things have now been adjusted and primed to one thing. So marriage, you're operating marriage from one thing. You're operating your career from that one thing, that reality, that life himself becomes the center and the pivot from which and for which you are existing and operating. So it's like the accurate operational template that the Lord installs into our souls, so that we can be in divine alignment, a complete divine alignment where there is no breakage at all, to the glory of God and to his person and to his name. So for you guys, what's your plan? Coin, what's your plan?
For S.O.D this
Coin,
year.
what's your plan? What's your how are you approaching S.O.D?
I'm approaching it with, like, should I say vigor? I don't know if vigor is the right word now, but like with fervency. I'm looking forward to it. Like, I'm happy and like also sober, like towards this. Like, my energy is high, but at the same time, like, I'm sharp about it. So like, I'm really looking forward to it.
That's an amazing way. What of you, Adiza and Nifem?
Okay. For me, I always come with, like, I always have like questions in my heart, and then I always look forward to God answering them through like conferences. So I know that this episode is going to be another time where God is giving me, can I say mad clarity? But like intense clarity about like how to do life. Because every year, like every episode is like a reset. Like, okay, so going forward, this is how it should be. And then we talked about how that, like, at the course of the year, we see the words play out. So like getting blueprints. That's what I'm anticipating.
Awesome, beautiful.
I'm approaching S.O.D with like everything that, I'm setting my, I'm still picking like the desires, but like, I don't know, because I know that when I go with expectations, they are always met. So I'm still choosing I know one thing I want is that, I'll meet the Lord again, I'll be on fire again, but like, I'm still picking like the specifics, because I know like, when I was telling them that I was listening to a message of you in like 1 year, and then you were talking about like the woman with the issue of blood and like how our expectations gave her what she needed. So I'm still choosing my like so that when I go
beautiful
sharp, it's all over.
Beautiful. Awesome.
Yes.
Nice one.
So
are we good?
No,
Happy off the record.
We have a question.
Back.
Okay.
So
wait, let's start.
Let's start from last year.
Okay, so from last year. Do you have the picture?
No, my
We don't have the
flyer.
picture. But from the flyer,
3 people were on that
the
flyer,
flyer.
but 1 person didn't show. Guess who, sir?
You gave us flyer,
But 1 person
So
was not
last year,
there.
You put 3 people. Was it 3 or 2?
last year, were there 3 people on
It was
the flyer?
It was 2 people. No, it was 2 people.
No, just 2.
Yes.
2 people. Then
But 1 person didn't show in that flyer.
Myself and Pastor D. Okay, you're asking for Pastor D, right?
Yes.
When you see me, you have seen Pastor D.
That's not one thing.
we cannot
one thing there.
Yes.
No problem. We will accept the answer.
And when you have seen Pastor D, you have seen me.
Wow.
So last year you saw me, and that's seeing Pastor D. So maybe this year you see Pastor D. That means seeing me.
Wow.
No.
Anticipate.
You never know.
If this is
Say
our
only Pastor D, that means he will not come.
No, no, it's
true.
No. But this is what we'll do. But the idea is not our expectations for S.O.D. We'll put this one
our
in it.
expectation is to see Mama D.
We have one more expectation.
I did it today. This is the agreement.
Prayer of agreement.
There's nothing your prayers cannot do. I believe so much in your prayers.
So we should put in our
We should put in our
prayer.
prayer.
Mama D,
So
we
go
call you
ahead
first.
and pray about it.
Holy Spirit, do this for us.
Wow.
Okay. Pastor Zach, do you have any other questions for us?
Do I? No, I do not. I just want to say that always a good saying, the three of you and the more of you guys, together, because there is always what you call the godly company, and whenever the Spirit of God is moving, the Holy Spirit always, bets revival in companies, and so you have really company and keep being bold, being confident, about Jesus and about sharing Him. I believe that you guys are like the main front souls of this battle. You guys, main guy. Every generation is watching for you guys' generation to bring the victory for the kingdom. And so, let's go ahead. You are not young, you are not old. You are chosen and you are called to and do what the Master would have you do. Yep.
That's awesome. What other question do you have? Okay. So, Papi, I just want to say thank you so much. Okay,
It's
sorry.
an agreement thing.
We said that, but we say
Why? Actually, why? Why did you do that?
Apologies.
All right, forgive me.
Apologies. Okay. We just want to say thank you so much for your labor of love for S.O.D. For everything that you do towards S.O.D, like the preparation, because I feel like every S.O.D I see like a different side of Papi. I'm just like, wow, just like wow. But yes, I want to say thank you very much. We want to say thank you very much.
Good.
Me, Consola, and Esther. I'm saying thank you for S.O.D. Thank you for your time, the time that you spend to be able to make sure that it happens, and the excellence at which you lead us. Like it's always like last S.O.D, Papi was always around, making sure that things were, going on, and it was. I think for me it was. I was like, wow, how is he doing it? Because let's not talk about it if it was me. But yes, thank you very much, Saba.
Thank you, sir.
I'm grateful, sir.
And we can't wait to see you.
God bless you.
Amen.
It's always a privilege. Looking forward to seeing you guys and to see you guys dance your glorious dances during your various glorious dance steps during S.O.D. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you, sir.
Have a great time.
Bye.
Shalom. Bye. Bye.
I can't stand up. I like this show.
I like this show. Next question.
It's not up to 1 hour now. Ask us.
Come on, S.O.D 2024. 1